again, BookTube. Today is Thursday, and that means Poetry Thursday, where a bunch of your favorite booktubers and most hated booktubers read some poetry to you, and sometimes comment on it if they are smart enough to do it. And I thought that for the next couple Thursdays, we would, or a few Thursdays, however long it takes, that I would read to you some poems from this collection of Alexander Pushkin. This is a modern library edition of basically everything that he ever wrote: poems, lyrics, ballads, short stories, plays, longer poems. This has Eugene Onegin in here. And this is an old edition from, I think it said 1964. And by today's standards, ancient. And I thought that I would read some poems to you today from this collection. I've been on sort of an Alexander Pushkin kick lately. I checked this out from my library, as you can see there. I checked this out from my library on Monday or Tuesday, and I've just been drinking this in. I have now become a big fan of Pushkin and his poetry. I just finished reading Eugene Onegin yesterday, and absolutely loved it. It was spellbinding, and I have been loving his shorter poems as well. So I thought I would read to you a poem or two from this, and as I have covered in previous Poetry Thursdays, I am not a good poetry reader, but that hasn't stopped me before. But this poem in particular is called "I've Lived to Bury My Desires." So, I've lived to bury my desires and see my dreams corrode with rust. Now all that's left are fruitless fires that burn my empty heart to dust. Struck by the storms of cruel fate, my crown of summer bloom is sere. Alone and sad I watch and wait, and wonder if the end is near. As conquered by the last cold air, when winter whistles in the wind, alone upon a branch that's bare, a trembling leaf is left behind. And that is from 1821. And I know I really like that. Pushkin had his own had his own patented stanza or rhyming scheme that I've come to learn about. I've been reading T.J. Binion's biography of Pushkin, and he just lived a fascinating life, and I really enjoy his poetry. So I think I might read one more to you. Let's see which one I want to do. There's so many good ones in here. I've not gotten through this collection. I'm not nearly done with it, but I definitely have found a lot of stuff that I like. Let's see. Oh, this one I really liked. So Pushkin, he would do. I guess he was famous in the time for his epigrams or his short poems, where he would write these poems about critics of his or country dandies that he did not get along with, and he would just verbally annihilate them, and they ended up being really funny. So this one is an epigram on Count M.S. Vorontozov. Half hero and half ignoramus, what's more, half scoundrel, don't forget, but on this score the man gives promise that he will make a whole one yet. Though superific not a little, he's so pugnacious you would think that with a mad dog's foaming spittle, this critic thins his opiate ink. Very, very prickly, that one. And I think I'll read you one more. So this is called "Beneath Her Native Skies," that I liked a lot. Beneath her native skies she languished, and she drooped, and now she has at last departed. Perchance the fair young ghost a moment o'er me stooped, a shadow broken-hearted. But twixt us twain is drawn a line I may not cross. How strange seems now the old devotion, Indifferent lips were those that told me of my loss. I heard of it without emotion. So that is she who set my careless heart afire, and whom I loved with tender sadness, toward whom I strained, consumed with anguish and desire, who brought me to the verge of madness. Where is the pain, and where the love that hurt me most? Sweet memories awhile outlive you, but not for long, you credulous poor ghost. I've no remorse, no tears to give you. That is from 1825. And he wrote that when he was, I think, about 26 years old. Just, there's so much about this poetry collection that I love, so next couple weeks I'll probably read to you from this. I'm slowly going through this and really enjoying it, so, and most of these translations are from Babette Deutsch, I think was her name. She did a translation of Eugene Onegin that there's a really cool illustrated edition that I don't know if you can see it. It's stuck right up there between Moby Dick and Quiet Flows to Dawn. Uh, and it's also translations from Max Eastman and I think Maurice Baring, or Baring, I think is her name. Not boring, but this edition has seen better days. Yes, so translations from Babette Deutsch, Maurice Baring, Thomas B. Shaw, Max Eastman. Yeah, so just different translators. Most of the lyrics and ballads are from Babette Deutsch, and I, I like her. I cannot read Russian in the original, but she's doing a good enough job where I'm interested, and so yeah. But that is his Poetry Thursday. So hope you liked it, and I'll see you next Thursday.